Hi, I'm Sarah Green. I'm here today with Yves Morilla of BCG, the author of 6 Simple Rules, How to Manage Complexity Without Getting Complicated. Thanks so much for talking with us today.
Thank you, Sarah.
So when you talk about complexity, what exactly do you mean?
By complexity, I mean the multiple performance requirements that companies need to satisfy in order to create value. For example, low cost and quality, speed and reliability, standardization and customization, innovation and efficiency, global consistency and local responsiveness. These requirements have been multiplied by 6 over the last 60 years, and many of them are contradictory. For example, reliability means test, control, checks at the expense of speed. Innovation means doing something for the first time. Efficiency means doing repetition, learning, experience, doing the same thing for the 10th time. So this is complexity. The business complexity means that companies are facing more requirements, contradicting each other.
Now, what's behind that rise in complexity?
Behind that rise of complexity is, I would say, 2 main factors. The first one is the evolution of trade barriers, allowing customers to have more choices. And the second is the increase in the number of stakeholders to which firms need to be accountable. Not only shareholders, but also customers, employees, unions, regulatory bodies, government agencies, and it becomes increasingly penalizing for companies to satisfy one stakeholder, even shareholders, at the expense of the others. So this is complexity. We have to deal with more requirements contradicting each other. This is not the problem, by the way. Because, on the contrary, it creates new opportunities to build advantage. Whenever you resolve a contradiction, you unleash new value that will fuel profitable growth. H&M breaks the compromise, resolves the contradiction between fashion and affordability. Southwest breaks the compromise between speed of rotation of planes on the tarmac and reliability. Netflix resolves the contradiction between richness of content choice and reach of the audience. The real problem is the organizational complicatedness, a proliferation of structure, process, systems, scorecard, metrics, incentives, reporting needs, coordination bodies, layers, clusters, with which organizations try to respond to the new complexity of business. Now, this complicatedness creates a labyrinth within which people lose direction, they lose meaning, they get stress, overwhelmed, burnout, suffering at work, because they have to spend more and more time in meetings, reporting. Managers spend 40% of their time writing reports, 30% of their time in meetings. So at best, they have 30% left to be with their teams. Therefore, the teams are poorly managed. They work on the wrong direction without the right guidance. They have to do, undo, and redo. Based on our analysis, teams in these most complicated organizations, they can spend as much as 60% of their time wasting their time because they work on non-value-adding activities, but working harder and harder, longer and longer.
Now, I know we don't have time to go into all of the simple rules in detail, but I'm wondering if you could give us a sense if there is, an overarching principle that kind of underlies all 6 simple rules.
Okay. First one is really understand what your people really do. Second, reinforce integrators. Third, increase the total quantity of power available. Increase reciprocity. Extend the shadow of the future, which is basically to expose people to the consequences of their actions through feedback loops embedded into the work processes that directly gratify or penalize without KPIs, controls, scorecards, supervisory burden. And rule number 6, reward those who cooperate and blame those who don't. 3 rules are about advantaging people's autonomy in how they use their judgment, in how they engage, in how they take ownership, thanks to the cooperation of others. And 3 other rules are about making sure that this enhanced autonomy is put in the service of the group to cooperate to face complexity. In summary, cooperation enlarges the space of solutions available, and autonomy allows you to navigate within this enlarged space to find solutions that are bound to be superior to those predefined by the processes of hardwired structure.
That is really fascinating. Thank you so much again for talking with us.
Thank you, Sarah.